What is going on, my fellow cryptocurrency enthusiasts? Wherever you guys find yourselves in this crazy, messed up adult world, I hope you're truly having a sunny and relaxing afternoon/evening. I had a fantastic time with my girls and my wife, chilling outside, eating some potato salad, and having a nice dinner in the kiddie pool with hot water, which is dope. We have a hot water running from our faucet, so it makes kiddie pool time a lot more enjoyable. There is so much groundbreaking news coming out in the XRP Ripple world. Man, I can barely keep myself in. I'm so pumped and excited for the coming weeks and months. Guys, let's get into it. With that being said, let's get into it.
Thanks for watching my dad's channel, Crypto Media. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm going to do my best not to refer to you all as guys as much as I can. I know it's a bad habit, but believe me, it's hard when you get stuck in a rut like that. Anyways, coming on from Rob Licker here, mentioning Coinbase continues to explore support for new digital assets. Now, to be honest, I'm not familiar with 90% of these assets. You know, there's Dash, there's VeChain, but that one caught my eye. There's been a lot of buzz about VeChain lately, guys. The price has been pumping like 8 or 10% in the last couple days, and Coinbase's goal is to offer support for all assets that meet our technical standards, which comply with applicable laws. Over time, we expect our customers around the world will have access through Coinbase platforms to at least 90% of the aggregate market cap of all digital assets in circulation. So it looks like some of these assets under review right now in the coming months is Aave, Aragon, Rwave, Digibyte, and VeChain. Now, I'm a proud proponent of VeChain. I definitely recommend diversifying your portfolio, not just in XRP, but also maintain a valid portfolio in other assets. You know, buy a few thousand VeChain. Why not? Doesn't hurt to diversify in these times, guys. So check this out from marketsbloomberg.com. A crash in the dollar is coming. What did we say in the video earlier today about hyperinflation? The era of the dollar is of exorbitant privilege as the world's primary reserve currency is coming to an end. Then French Finance Minister Valéry Giscard coined that phrase in the 1960s, largely out of frustration, bemoaning a U.S. that drew freely on the rest of the world to support its overextended standard of living. For almost 60 years, the world complained but did nothing about it. Those days are over. Lacking in domestic savings and wanting to invest and grow, the U.S. has taken advantage of the dollar's role as the world's primary reserve currency and drawn heavily on surplus savings from abroad to square the circle. Now, this economic crisis is stretching the tensions between savings and current accounts to the breaking point. The culprit of this is exploding government budget deficits. Now, in other words, intense drawdown pressure is now building on already sharply depressed domestic savings. Compared with the situation during the global financial crisis when domestic saving was a net negative for the first time on record. And that is where the dollar will come into play. For the moment, the greenback is strong, benefiting from typical safe haven demand long evident during periods of crisis against a broad cross-section of U.S. trading partners. The dollar was up almost 7% over the January to April period in inflation-adjusted, trade-weighted terms to a level that stands fully. I don't care about this. Let's move on. Anyways, you get the idea. You know, things are not looking good for the US dollar, but things are looking good for XRP. Here's a tweet here from Stuart XRP. On the 8th of June 2020, Marjan Dalatine, head of global banking at Ripple, we extend these services now to more and more corridors, typically exotic corridors with lots of challenges, like Philippines, very soon within Brazil. So Brazil on-demand liquidity corridor coming soon. Man, that is some bullish hype news. Check it out.
The way that the correspondent banking is working is precisely based on this nostro, and this is creating lots of trapped capital. Now the thing is, okay, is there any way of doing that? And I think I refer that to in the beginning of one of the question is there any way to source on-demand liquidity? And this is not necessarily for US dollar or euro, it's more for markets that you don't necessarily want to keep liquidity and you want to really move funds when you need it. So the way that we are working on this, and this is a live product that it is used in multiple corridors, is using XRP, which is our native crypto assets, as a bridge between the two, let's say, fiat currencies. And this is completely revolutionizing, actually, the way that the pre-funding is happening today. So you really, on the fly, you move funds. And we extend these services now to more and more corridors, typically corridors, exotic corridors with lots of challenges, like Philippines, very soon with Brazil. So there are, let's say, there is a big agenda and roadmap on that. So this is changing the Nostro-Vostro relationship.
So guys, if you're not aware of Nostro-Vostro accounts, it's when money is held up in these countries in the banks so that when they're pre-funded accounts that allow to allocate funds when SWIFT wire transfers are sent. But with on-demand liquidity, this is no longer needed. This is no longer necessary, guys. So basically, we are going to see a big shift in the coming weeks and months and years with on-demand liquidity and Ripple's market share increasing in value and exploding. Now, I just saw this. I haven't checked on my iPhone in particular, but Carlos Cardozo said the sleeping giant is upon us. HODL strong. Check this out. Standard Custody released an app earlier today, and the seller is Polysign Inc. It looks like custody for digital assets has been created, guys. It is upon us. And then somebody said it's only available in the US for now. Somebody tried downloading it. And they heard about Polysign back in 2019, and when David Schwartz mentioned it, I didn't really pay attention to it since I was being entertained by Bearable Guy and KGC. What is Polysign? So I've heard it said that one of the founding board members, one of the leaders of Polysign, was responsible for one of the largest asset companies in the world. He managed like 25,000 employees and a quarter of the world's capital in assets. So that does not sound like some scammy little startup to me, if you ask me. So check out the app. Let me know in the comments if you're in the States. I'm not in the States, so let me know if you can download it and check it out. So check this quote out from XRP Chiz from a European report he mentioned here. This is the most bullish news I have seen today. Crypto digital assets have the potential of bringing benefits to both market participants and consumers with an adequate knowledge of these assets. And guys, that's what we are missing in this. And this is the EU securities legislation in this quote here. That's what we're missing is more education. That's why I have my channel, guys. That's why I do what I do, is to educate the masses and to help the 99% become the new 1%. And believe me, that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. And guys, Bull Run Wonka again, Polysign is ready. It is all coming to fruition now, guys. Guys, it is all coming to fruition. Wonka knows HODL strong because XRP is taking over the freaking world. Remember, from Roger Ver, spend your money on things that will make you more money. Buy Bitcoin with Bcash. There you go. Spend your money on digital assets, guys. It is the most practical way to invest in the future. Investing in these protocols, not financial advice, but these protocols will make you stinking wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. You won't even know what to do with the money in the coming years if you hold strong. And check this out from XRP Crow. Now, here's a price evaluation model for XRP. This is from steadest.hr. Now, assuming that on a low estimate that $190 billion of transaction volume a day is moving through the XRP system, through ODL and through the ILP, it looks like XRP's price should be valued at $6.37 US, assuming that the US dollars is even the scale we use in the coming year if the dollar crashes. And that's what I think about, guys, is the value of cryptocurrency, honestly, if the price of the USD tanks, excuse me, I'm burping, the value of cryptocurrencies could literally be infinite, right? So think about that too. Now, on a high estimate, if there's 560 billion transaction volume a day in XRP, I'll just open this up here, then the valuation of Ripple's XRP should be around $32 which is an amazing, and this is based on research paper, a fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets, XRP, and Bitcoin. This was published in 2018. If you want to check this out further, guys, with the infographic, go to status.hr, and they will have it for you there. Remember, guys, a crash in the dollar is coming. Bloomberg has said it so many times, and they are warning us through the teeth. It is time to be prepared. Okay, the final crazy news for you all today from John Luciano. Ripple's executive unveils an XRP e-commerce platform from the daily HODL. So the product director is pulling back the curtains on XRP's latest project. The Craig DeWitt is building as a side project is designed to make it extremely simple to send and receive e-commerce payments. Now, Payburner, as it's called, got started because we had this idea of XSongs. Then we realized that there wasn't actually a great ecosystem for individuals to do peer-to-peer payments using XRP. It was interesting to see in the initial version of XSongs, the vast majority of payments were coming from digital asset exchanges. People were buying songs for 20 XRP, which was the weirdest thing. Turns out that's the minimum withdrawal for a lot of these exchanges. Then it kind of dawned on us that actually there hasn't been an excellent wallet infrastructure that makes things really easy for consumers of XSongs to actually leverage XRP. Wow. When you look at the distribution of websites today, you have a vast majority of websites that run on WordPress. One thing that we're really excited about is building a plugin to WordPress. You could make it very easy for people to want to receive XRP and payments for goods to have that plugin. Then you have a built-in ecosystem of people who are easily able to purchase the goods using the Payburner plugin that they have installed. And now, with the Chrome extension launch coming soon, as well as the WordPress plugin, it'll make it available to over 455 million consumers, everyone. Wow, look at that. I didn't say guys there. Amazing. Well, check out the videos, my most recent videos, guys. The XRP reset and the XRP, the Great Economic Reset, is here. The past two videos, if you haven't seen them yet, I appreciate any likes, comments, and subscriptions to my channel. I appreciate you all so much. You're the reason why I do what I do, why I spread value. And if you want to find ways to get passive income on your crypto, check out my links in the comments of the videos, everyone. You can see links for Celsius Network, which is one of the biggest interviews I've ever had, is on Crypto Media podcast number 2 with solutions architect Wasim Shabout. Check out that episode and learn all about Celsius, and use my referral link, and we'll both get $10 in Bitcoin when you deposit $200 onto the Celsius Network. Basically, it's a way to earn passive income and just hold on their secure wallet and get 4 to 10% interest on your crypto a year. It is unbelievable platform. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay sweet.